Hello, my name is Desiree Yagan, and this video is to inform the public about Anthony Broadwater. That's Anthony Broadwater, whose wrongful conviction was vacated on November 22nd, 2021, but was vacated on false grounds that protected the District Attorney's Office of Onondaga County, specifically District Attorney William Fitzpatrick, who would no way in hell support any vacating a conviction, regardless if the individual is innocent. But because of the international press coverage involved with the victim, Alice Sebold, the acclaimed author of Lucky, and who wrote a memoir in 1999 about her rape, they created a acceptable grounds to vacate the conviction. But it's a lie. Anthony Broadwater's wrongful conviction is not a result of junk science. The truth. 1. ADA's outright lies to Alice Sebold, the victim. 2. ADA, Gail Ebauer, taking the stand. 3. ADA's false testimony at trial bolstered the lies, convinced victim Alice Sebold to falsely identify an innocent man. 440 motion to vacate Broadwater's conviction cited ADA's mistaken reliance on the now discredited junk science and racial misidentification. The grounds are false. The truth, ADA's witness tampering, which is a crime, and prosecutorial misconduct convicted Broadwater. DNA evidence in the crime lab was later destroyed. In 1999 is not routine. It required the order and authorization by Onondaga County District Attorney William Fitzpatrick. It is important that you understand that this narrative that it was junk science in mistaken racial misidentification is blatantly false. It's a basis, but it's not what happened. That isn't why Anthony Broadwater was convicted. And there lies the travesty of justice and the crimes committed in this Onondaga County District Attorney's Office. The destruction of the DNA evidence in the rape kit is not routine. I can't stress that enough. If it was routine, the Innocent Project would not have exonerations, especially in a case where the convicted Anthony Broadwater appeared 5 times before for probation, and it was denied because he refused to admit his guilt. That resulted in 16 years in prison. Not only that, but he took 2 polygraph tests, a decade apart, and he passed both. William Fitzpatrick was aware of all this. He also absolutely was not going to allow evidence of factual innocence get in the way of the conviction stand as it is. The destruction of the DNA evidence in 1999 occurred coincidentally at the same time when the Attorney General, Janet Reno, had issued a directive to prosecutors across the nation to reopen cases where convictions may be overturned by the use of DNA testing. So when a defendant's attorney requests the testing of the DNA, that they were not to be hostile, but to actually provide access to the DNA evidence for testing. New York Times, prosecutors urged to allow appeals on DNA. September 28, 1999. A high-level study commission appointed by Attorney General Janet Reno today urged prosecutors across the nation to be amenable to reopening cases where convictions may be overturned by the use of DNA testing. I will tell you one important fact you need to know. The Syracuse Post-Standard is essentially the press office for William Fitzpatrick. They only report negative information only when they have to, because it would be too obvious. I direct your attention to a RICO lawsuit filed by former sergeant of the Onondaga County Sheriff's Department, Kevin Murphy, versus Sheriff Eugene Conway and District Attorney William Fitzpatrick et al. The RICO statement, document number 170, filed November 18, 2021, 159 pages, goes into the history of the crimes committed within this district attorney's office for 3 decades, and of extreme importance related to Anthony Broadwater's wrongful conviction is the lawsuit in the Northern District of New York. Sidney Maines, M-A-N-E-S, administrator of the estate of Hector Rivas, R-I-V-A-S, deceased, versus District Attorney William Fitzpatrick and Dr. Eric Mitchell. I will place the documents on Scrib. I will cite them in a subsequent video, but it's pending now, and it is important that you read the decision by the Second Circuit when William Fitzpatrick sought to stop the lawsuit for prosecutorial misconduct and use of perjurious testimony by then medical examiner Eric Mitchell. And I'm going to stop here, but I apologize for the voice fading in and out. I've tried over and over. This is a very, very fine Asus laptop, and the voice fading in, fading out, and the loudness and so forth, that's extremely aggravating to me. I can't prevent it from happening at this point due to hacking on my computer. So I am going to upload it as is, and then I'm going to redo it once I can remedy the new hacking disruptive acts on my computer. Oh, and one last issue. Look at the National Registry of Exonerations. I had no idea the level of, the extent would be the right word, of wrongful convictions. It's both shocking and disturbing to know so many have suffered at the hands of prosecutors whose sole purpose is to obtain a conviction at all costs and engage in egregious prosecutorial misconduct, which also includes withholding evidence of factual innocence, actual innocence, witnesses, and so forth. Okay, so we're going to stop here. And again, I apologize for the terrible audio.